Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Long time no pee, toters and floaters. It's your boy, Cody Lear, down here in Southwest Louisiana. You want the warm? Well, it's on its way, okay? It's starting to warm up. It's been a minute. I ain't made a video in a long time, but here we are. So, had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff transitioning, finally getting the house done, getting back into it. Losing stuff, getting stuff, dropping stuff. Had a lot of footage that I was like, I'm gonna sit down and do some stuff, and then ended up getting all that smoke. So anyways, interesting one today. In the lift station, okay? We came out here, done some work, it wasn't pumping and everything like that, backed up in the restrooms and stuff. We ended up having to pull this lid, okay? Here's the lid, big concrete lid. But you know, thanks to the truck and the assistance on the Jag No Built for getting the rig set up like this. You know, the truck doing truck tings, you know, truck tings, mingam, bup. Lifted it right up, got it right out of the way. So we're doing some risers, we're doing some actual rings and stuff like that to get it elevated above grade, okay? If you can see, we're kind of below there. Waiting on some glue to dry from a riser on the inside of the pipe. Got some ram neck. If y'all ever used any of this, you know, that's that good sticky icky right there, that good seal nasty. I had to get about a box of that. Old one was old, but that's where we're at. We're gonna bring it up above grade, then probably get a lid built. We'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to be more conscious about making videos, sharing some stuff. Oh, Rome, for with me. This is Roman right here. He's been helping me slosh around and do some cool stuff and everything like that. Come up with a nickname on this cat. You know, all the other cool guys that do videos and stuff and Instagrams and all that, they got a helper that they call cool names, so come up with a cool name from him. This is where we're at. Do another little video when we're halfway through it, progress and everything. So 30-inch rings. Shout out to Dubois, by the way. The tank itself is 32 on the outside, okay, and our rings, the largest we could get is 30 on the outside as far as diameter. I called them up, came out and take some measurements and everything, said look, I need pretty much a spacer. We had to do a little bit of patchwork on some of the inside of the tank and everything from some cracks. I was like, I want a spacer. Let's see what we can get done. He came out, we took some measurements, and I'm like, okay, outside of this, inside of this. He's like, all right, be back. Dude, hour and a half later, they're dropping it off at the job site, taking care of me. Dubois Sheet Metal, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Need some stuff done, fab work, stuff like that. As far as commercial entity and everything, solid. We're gonna try to get this stuff set today, get it fab back up and get some measurements for a new lid that's accessible, so that way we don't have to dig it up, move this gigantic concrete blob out of the way every time. That way we can get access to the pump. But yeah, that's where we're at. Continue the video here in a minute. Thank you. Reminds me of the track. Walking the track. That's a good sticky. We got 3 on there. I think, you know, we're gonna be above grade on the bank and everything. Lid and everything's gonna be right. I think we're gonna make it right. We're gonna pipe this back in, get our measurements for a lid, and go from there. Hopefully we can get some metal today, get some stuff fabbed on the CNC by Jag No Built, and go from that. Update in a minute. All right, get out. Oh, yes. All right, so we're just where we at. Okay, Roman doing a fatty man job at taping and roping and helping. So this is what we got with our rings. Okay. That grade, you know, from the bank and stuff like that. This ain't final. We're still getting a lid built, doing some modification of the piping a little bit, mounting power and stuff like that. But this is where we're at. We've got our stainless cord for our pump for extraction if we need. This is where we're at. Good day's work. It worked out pretty good. Everything's roped off. We got some measurements. We got one more ring in the back so we can take with us or whatever. We got some metal getting our way. Shout out to a couple of good guys helping us out. But yeah, have a lid built, then we'll continue the video after that. Final dress up now. Ain't that right, Rome? over here at Jack No Built, and we're gonna do a simplistic lid, as simple as possible. Instead of doing a bunch of hatch and doors and everything, we're gonna do a clamshell type tie seal gasket, because all of our power and everything's coming up and we really don't feel like going through the tank or the lids. So we're fashioning stuff up. He's gonna do, you know, some good tagging up on it and everything like that, and I'll bring you back whenever we're close to finished or finished. Back at it. This isn't final form. We got everything mounted up and stuff. We got to go and do some training here for a second and then come back, bring a couple more materials. But I'm happy with it. Exactly what the customer wanted. They said, hey, I talked to them about the concrete lid. They're like, yeah, just do something simple. I agreed. You know, the pump comes up in the middle of the station. So Jag No Built right here. Check out my boy. Never gonna put you down on anything. Fashioned us up this lid, nice, solid, you know, good aluminum. Just tap conned it down, didn't need to do anything major. It's something that we might service regularly. The electrician's going to come out. We're going to have him kind of shorten some of this up. I'm going to do a unistrut clamp off of that, mount it to the pipe and stuff like that. But inside we've got our stainless chain to pull our pump, our stainless cable. It's mounted up and everything. So this is where we're at, completely sealed. So what we did is we clamshelled this, and then I just took a tie seal gasket and I kind of cut it in half and trimmed it to where we can fit all our electrical and everything, instead of trying to make it to where we have grommets and stuff, because the plugs are big. So trying to do a grommet that'll seal around both of these but allow the plug to come through as well, it's just not feasible. So this is our best option. Not a lot of rainwater is going to get in there, not a lot's coming out. It's vented out and stuff. So I got an underground vent that goes over to another location anyway. So this is where we're at. So this is dull. I mean, when we get it, it's shiny. I have learned over the past, you know, put a scuff on it. You don't want to leave it shiny. You don't want to polish it out. It looks pimp shit, don't get me wrong, but during summertime, it's so blinding. Like, it comes down, people be driving around and stuff in the factories and the plants, outside locations. You kind of want it to be concealed. You don't want it to know it's there. If you want to do it at your house, do it at your house. It's whatever. It looks cool, but leaving it shiny is kind of a hazard in most locations. So we put a buff on it, you know, just to scuff it up, give it kind of a texture. Orbital sand or whatever, scratch, dent, whatever. Put you a pattern in it. But we just knocked the shiny off of it. But I'm happy with it. That's where we're at. We gotta go do some filtration training. When we come back, we got about 300-foot water line we're gonna try to get knocked out too. That'd be another video. Yeah, I'll put in a little snapshot when it's final form. Super Saiyan 7. All right, here it is, final form. Okay, got some stuff mounted up. Got a lid on. Now secured. Electrician's gonna come back and get some of this taped up so they don't hit it with the weird little. Okay. I'd show you some of the other project, but you know, if you see rail cars, if you know, you know. They don't like us doing too many dirty movie filming over there, so I can't really show you that. But that building, we ran some water the length of it, so we probably got close to 300 foot of 1-inch water line that went across to that, so they could do some crow's foot connections, run some hydroblast and stuff, power wash and stuff, fill these tanks up and stuff like that. And then in this building as well, we ran probably about close to 100 foot, made a drop for that, so that way they can get some water in different locations. You know, they call us with a problem and we offer solutions, so we try to do our best. Quick shout out, Dubois sheet metal came through with a lot of the materials and stuff like that, ring at the bottom and everything. Our metal for up here, Jag No Built for getting us up. I mean, dude, all the aluminum and everything, dude. Jag No Built making us right on that. After hours last night call and everything was like, hey dude, I'm gonna buy, I need a lid. He's like, bet, come through, I got you, you know what's up. Smashed it. Roman and I had a pretty good day. Stuff went in, didn't it, Roman? Oh, yeah. That went in good, didn't it? Yes, sir. Yeah, look at that shit going, okay? okay? That's it. It's Friday. We're gonna try to go catch us a weekend or whatever and see what we can offer. But hopefully more videos coming and we can go from there. But stay greasy. As far as that one goes, yes.